Picture this. You just landed your first major international client. Now you need a way to bring those US dollars home to India, and your first instinct is to look for the absolute lowest fee possible. That search usually leads straight to Winvesta. On paper, the math looks great. For a standard $1,000 invoice, they charge roughly 1.29% for an international wire. But you have to look at what this platform was actually built to do. When it launched in 2019, it was designed as an FCA-regulated investment platform. The goal was to let Indian residents hold over 30 different foreign currencies and buy into global markets. Receiving cross-border business payments was bolted on much later as a secondary feature. Buying global ETFs requires a very different toolkit than running an agency. If you are sending out 5 to 10 invoices every month, you need billing tools, reconciliation, and tax compliance. An investment wallet doesn't have those. Choosing your entire payment gateway based strictly on a fractional wire fee is a trap if the platform wasn't built for active business operations. This chart shows the landscape of cross-border platforms. We have payment frequency on the bottom and operational complexity on the side. Because it relies entirely on manual bank wires, Winvesta sits down here in the occasional low-complexity corner. As you scale, the first operational gap you hit is invoicing. There are no built-in tools to generate, send, or track a bill. You have to pay for a separate software stack just to ask your clients for money. Next, you lose payment flexibility. Winvesta doesn't support credit cards, Apple Pay, or Google Pay. You are forcing your clients to initiate a manual bank transfer, which creates friction and delays your cash flow. Then there is the compliance side. Every Indian business exporting services needs a Foreign Inward Remittance Advice, or FIRA. You need this specific document to legally file your GST and handle your income tax. Winvesta doesn't auto-generate this. At the end of every quarter, you must manually construct the paperwork with your Indian bank for every transaction. When you use a multi-currency wallet to do a payment gateway's job, you inherit a massive amount of administrative debt. If you need a platform actually built for active Indian businesses, the top alternative right now is Playto Pay. It's an international-first infrastructure designed specifically for service businesses, SaaS, and e-commerce. Let's look at the baseline economics. For standard virtual bank account transfers, Playto Pay charges a flat 1% fee, with 0 forex markup. Compared directly to Winvesta's 1.29%, it is nominally cheaper right out of the gate for receiving raw wires. But the real value is what comes with that fee. The platform includes native invoicing tools, shareable payment links, and recurring billing for subscription clients, eliminating the need for external software entirely. You also unlock consumer payment methods. You can accept global credit cards, Apple Pay, and Google Pay at a flat 4% rate, removing payment friction for your buyers. On the compliance side, FIRAs are automatically generated on every single transaction. No paperwork, no quarterly visits to your local bank branch. There is a trade-off. Playto Pay settles your funds directly into INR daily. You give up the ability to hold US dollars or British pounds indefinitely in a foreign account. If your priority is business operations, optimizing for total efficiency and client conversion rates makes dropping that multi-currency wallet a necessary trade. Not every business needs card acceptance. If you run an established B2B agency that strictly bills large, infrequent client retainers, you have a different route. Platforms like Skydo and Xflow are optimized strictly for handling high-value wire transfers at scale. This graph illustrates their specific economic model. Instead of taking a percentage of your revenue, they charge a flat fee of roughly $19 to $29 per transfer, regardless of how large the invoice is. Like Playto Pay, both platforms handle your Indian tax compliance natively by auto-generating FIRAs. The limitation is strict functionality. You cannot process credit cards, you cannot accept digital wallets, and you cannot run automated SaaS subscriptions. These flat-fee platforms are the mathematically correct choice if and only if your average invoice is strictly over $2,000, and your clients are perfectly happy initiating manual bank wires. Comparing monthly costs on $20,000 mixed volume, Winvesta's base fee is $258, add external invoicing for $25, and $300 for Razorpay card processing. Playto Pay natively handles both for a blended $340. For FIRA, Winvesta is manual, Playto Pay is automatic. The final tally is clear. On this volume, a unified platform saves you up to $360 every single month. When you project those savings across a year, you are looking at over $4,000, or more than 3.5 lakh rupees, saved just by cutting out redundant software and hidden card markups. That said, completely abandoning Winvesta is a mistake if your primary goal is wealth management rather than daily cash flow. Winvesta's core strength is its multi-currency account. It allows Indian residents to hold USD, GBP, and euros indefinitely. Under FEMA rules, converting foreign earnings to Indian rupees immediately isn't always desirable, especially if you plan to invest directly back into US stock markets. For a high-net-worth individual repatriating foreign income to buy global ETFs, Winvesta provides a single regulated path from foreign receipt to global market. It also works perfectly fine for a part-time freelancer who receives 1 or 2 small international wires a year, where the manual FIRA process just isn't a significant burden. The choice between these platforms comes down to one simple question: are you repatriating funds to invest or processing payments to run daily business operations? Here is how to choose your stack. For global investing or under 3 yearly transactions, stay with Winvesta. For B2B agencies taking wires over $2,000, choose Skydo or Xflow. To accept cards, subscriptions, invoices, and auto FIRA, migrate to Playto Pay. Running an active, scalable agency using an investment wallet always results in a messy, fragmented workflow. Stop optimizing for the lowest wire fee and start building a cross-border stack that optimizes for total operational efficiency and a seamless client experience.